and welcome into Bon Appetit, brought to you by Alaga Whitfield, and they are the sponsors of the Creative Living Department, or the Creative Living section at the Alabama National Fair. This year it's October the 9th through October the 18th. The fair is still going to go on. It's going to be condensed a little bit, but the fun will be just as big as if it was a big fair. There'll even be a Creative Living section. So today we have with us for Bon Appetit one of the winners of just about every category, Felicia Moore. And Felicia, thank you for coming back, and thank you for what you did for the fair. It's wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Great. And last week we had something really good. And today you're going to top it, aren't you?
I'm hoping to.
This category was baking. What was this category?
This was the cake category.
Cake category?
Alabama's best cake.
Oh, right. So we've got Alabama's best cake, and maybe Alabama's best cook right here. Well, Felicia, take us through the steps. We're outside. We don't have an outlet.
So it's called a sour cream pound cake.
Okay.
And it's just your basic Southern pound cake. And
Good.
So I'll help you with that.
Okay, well,
great.
She's going to take us through each of the steps, and we will have the recipe for you.
Yes.
So just remember, 277-5000. Okay, let's start.
So we're going to start with 2 sticks of butter. This has 4, so we'll use 2 of these. And I like to just put it in the microwave for 30 seconds to a minute. Some people like to have things at room temperature, but I like to put it in my microwave.
Is that a salted butter or an unsalted?
Yes.
This is salted, but you could use salted or unsalted.
Okay,
just your
that's fine.
I like
preference.
salted.
I like salted.
So do I.
You do need to, it's
Tastes
not
better.
that much, but you need it.
And so you'll put this in a mixing bowl, and this is 3 cups of sugar, and you're going to put it in, very slowly.
Okay.
And when you're doing that, you're going to take your spatula and you're going to go underneath that, and you want to incorporate those 2 ingredients together so that they're well creamed. Then to that mixture, we're going to add 6 eggs.
Oh, okay. Now they've decided eggs are good for you, by the way.
Right.
So.
Yes.
And so I'm going to add
Are those mediums or large?
These are large. These are
eggs.
large eggs.
Right. Large are fine.
And so I'm going to put the 6 eggs in at one time, and I'm going to turn my mixer up to 9. And I am going to beat it, and I'm going to be taking my spatula and pulling up my ingredients.
Well,
So
the
you
mixer's
fold it
going.
all in.
Right.
Okay.
And so these 3 are going to start off a darker yellow because of the eggs and because of the butter. But you want to mix it enough to where you're going to form ridges in that container, and it's going to go to a lighter yellow. And so once you can see that your mixture is firm, then you can stop mixing it. But this is the place where you want to do a lot of mixing.
Okay, okay. Good to know. Because those are the little tricks that nobody writes down for you. Thank you for sharing.
Right. And at that point, you can also, or you could have added your flavoring with these 3 ingredients. I usually add it when I start that process. And so we're going to add these, and we're going to mix that up just a little bit. We're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm going to add that to my flour. And I like to use White Lily flour. I just think it's the best.
Brand.
It is. And we're going to sift that together. And so then we're going to add this, starting with flour, to 1 cup of sour cream. And this is a 2 cup container, but we're going to use a cup.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the flour, we're going to alternate with the sour cream, and we're going to end with the flour. We're not
still, by doing the alternate, you're still just using 1 cup out of that 2 cup.
That's right. That's correct. And we're using 3 cups of flour that has been sifted with your baking soda.
And it's important, Felicia, to sift. People don't sift anymore. But that is an important step if you're a really good baker.
Right. And I love the old sifters.
I do too. I do too.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta be.
It reminds me of my, parents and grandparents.
Absolutely.
So we're going to do this, and we're going to have the mixer on about 4.
Okay.
We're not going to mix this very long. We're just going to mix it long enough to incorporate it. You don't want to overbeat it, this process, because it will make a dry cake.
Right.
So then we should have already set our temperature to 300 degrees on our stove. I forgot to say that. And we're going to cook this cake for 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
In a tube pan.
Okay. perfect, and you'll be able to, when you know when it's done, how do you test? This is for somebody who doesn't bake all the time, and you're a pro, so some of these younger people maybe not. Give them a couple of tips on knowing for sure that it's ready.
On this recipe, I just go an hour and 30 minutes.
An hour and 30 minutes will do it.
Yes.
And you know what, one last thing, you actually bake, you do this for sale.
I do.
And what is the name of your?
The name of my little kitchen is Pentlala Pantry. I operate under the cottage food law, so I can do custom orders from my home. I have also been at the Greenville Butler County's Farmers Market for several years, not this year with COVID. But I love custom orders, so if you'd like to call me, I'll be glad to do a custom order for you.
We're going to have that up on the screen so people know, and also if they call, I'll get you their information.
That's just nice to know.
Make sure you get to the fair. It's going to be great this year, and we'll be right back right after this.